Salam sejahtera, saya Anwar. Ini kabar.
Hello there, you're now with me, Douglas Elliott, for the quarter-hour news update on News at 5. Let's begin with our top story. When it comes to zero-emission vehicles, Sarawak is the early adopter of hydrogen-powered vehicles in their government fleet. Enthusiastic and progressive Sarawak has rolled out a charging infrastructure as well as engaging sector players in addition to the future financial benefits. As such, Deputy Premiers Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah Umbas, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan and Dato' Sri Dr. Sim Kuihan were each handed the keys to the hydrogen-powered Toyota Mirai today. The vehicles were presented to the Deputy Premiers by SEDC Energy in a simple handover ceremony this morning.
Sarawak Economic Development Corporation SEDC Chairman Tan Sri Dato' Amar Abdul Aziz Hussein said the presence of the Toyota Mirai in the Sarawak government leadership fleet goes hand in hand with the aspirations of the government to become the nation's leader in green energy, noting that it signifies a key milestone for Sarawak towards pursuing green mobility and green energy initiatives. He added SEDC, through its arm SEDC Energy, aims to popularize the use of green energy vehicles and to expand on its multi-fuel stations statewide.
Kita akan mempopularkan bila kita dapat bukan saja sumber dari Toyota tapi mungkin daripada syarikat-syarikat yang lain yang ada mengeluarkan kereta hidrogen seperti Hyundai misalnya. Jadi kita flagship station kita ada 5 yang kita rancang, 2 yang kita sudah buat sekarang di Kuching, di sini Taruhana dengan di Batu Kawah. Lepas tu kita akan merancang, sedang dalam rancangan kita buat di Bintulu, Miri, Sibu, Seri Aman. Dan yang lain lagi kita akan on the do-do basis.
The cars were among the 5 units that SEDC Energy have purchased from UMW Toyota Motor earlier this year, including the one handed over to Abang Johari and one for SEDC Energy.
Now around 3 to 4 more units of the Autonomous Rapid Transit or ART vehicles are expected to arrive in Sarawak by next year. Sarawak Economic Development Corporation SEDC Chairman Tan Sri Dato' Amar Dr. Abdul Aziz Hussein said it will need to undergo a year-long proof of concept or POC testing exercise before the full operation of the ART commences in 2025.
Tahun depan sedikit-sedikit lah 3 unit, 4 unit sekali. Dan sampai kita mendapat semua untuk yang dikehendaki untuk kita mengadakan commercial operation dalam hujung tahun 2025.
Aziz said the other units will join the first ART unit that will arrive by the middle of this year, with the exercise to take place at Kota Samarahan Expressway by the 3rd quarter of the year. Additionally, he said that SEDC is also planning to add more vehicles that would make full use of hydrogen power. Measuring 30.2 meters long, 2.65 meters wide, and 3.7 meters high, the ART vehicle can reach speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour with a capacity to accommodate 241 passengers.
Internet connectivity is vital to ensure that every Malaysian has an equal opportunity to be knowledgeable and be up to date with the latest developments around the world. With around 600 rural villages in Sarawak still lacking internet access, the Our Internet campaign was launched to enable discourse between the people and the government on the path towards achieving internet access nationwide.
House Kuching Director Ashwin Narayanan said the campaign was successful in gathering information on the people's needs when it comes to internet access.
The idea behind this Internet Kita campaign is to basically advocate and promote for meaningful internet access and connection in East Malaysia, including Sabah and Sarawak. And we actually took information or did a bit of a survey with the public, and collated all these results that we have gotten. I would fairly like to say that this campaign was interesting, and I can say quite successful as well, because we were actually able to get a lot of insightful information on what is actually happening on the ground in Sarawak.
In conjunction with the campaign, a town hall session was held in Kuching on March 11 and 18, where complaints and suggestions were shared by the people to be conveyed to the Minister of Communications and Digital, Ahmad Fahmi Muhammad Fadzil.
The purpose and the climax of this campaign is basically when we bring all of this information to have another policy dialogue session with YB Fahmi from the Ministry of Communications and Digital. All right. Now with the new ministry and with the new Malaysia Madani, we are truly hoping for a very transparent information sharing that we can bring forth and have with the government, both the federal and the state side as well. And we truly hope that this would bring significant changes to the internet connection, to the internet connectivity and meaningful internet connection here in Sarawak.
In Parliament update, as many as 30 out of the 235 BioNexus status companies have successfully penetrated the global market as of January this year. The Dewan Rakyat was told today. Now for details, our reporter Burhanuddin Kamil in Kuala Lumpur has more. Over to you, Burhan.
Thank you, Douglas. The Deputy Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, or MOSTI, Dato' Otte Joseph Kurup, said these companies have succeeded in boosting the country's biotechnology industry by reaching 369 million ringgit in export value in 2022.
Berkaitan pula dengan sasaran untuk mencapai yang selebihnya di bawah DBN 2.0. Di bawah DBN 2.0 kita ada 30% sasaran BioNexus untuk ke peringkat global dan 70% syarikat BioNexus yang aktif secara tempatan. Setakat Januari tahun ini kita ada 235 syarikat yang berstatus BioNexus dan kita akan bekerjasama dengan agensi-agensi yang lain seperti Meranti dan Cradle Fund untuk mengenal pasti mana-mana syarikat untuk dibangunkan hingga ke status unicorn di bawah Pelan Hala 7 yang dikenali sebagai super. Sekian.
He said this when replying to a supplementary question from Dato' Ahmad Amzad Muhammad at Hashim, Parliament member of Kuala Terengganu, regarding the number of BioNexus status. The number of BioNexus status companies that have achieved a unicorn status. BioNexus is special status awarded by a Bioeconomy Corporation Sendirian Berhad, a bio-based industry development agency under MOSTI, to qualified local and international biotechnology companies. Arto also said that the government provides various incentives to encourage more companies to enter and explore the field. I think that's all from me. I'm Burhanuddin Kamil with Zulkifli at Dewan Rakyat. Back to Kuching.
Thank you so much, Burhan, for the update. Now, don't go anywhere. We'll be taking a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim is currently in Saudi Arabia until March 24th at the invitation of the kingdom's crown prince and Prime Minister Mohammed Salman Al Saud. This will be Anwar's maiden visit to the kingdom after being sworn in as the country's 10th Prime Minister last November.
The Foreign Ministry said Anwar is scheduled to have audiences with the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman Abdul Aziz Al Saud and Mohammed Salman Al Saud. During the visit, the Prime Minister will also hold engagement sessions with the business communities as well as Malaysian diaspora in Saudi Arabia. According to the statement, the visit reflects the special bond and long-standing relationship with the kingdom and will provide an excellent opportunity for both sides to elevate bilateral relations and cooperation, guided by mutual interests in various areas. Saudi Arabia remains Malaysia's largest trading partner and the largest source of imports in the West Asian region. The total trade in 2022 was valued at 45.52 billion ringgit, an increase of 159.2% compared to 17.56 billion ringgit in 2021. Anwar will be accompanied by his wife Dato Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail, as well as Foreign Minister Dato Sri Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir, Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fadzil, and senior government officials during the visit.
Over in world affairs, North Korea appears to have fired multiple cruise missiles off its east coast on Wednesday, March 22nd. South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported it was not immediately clear how many projectiles were fired, but added that they could be the North's long-range strategic cruise missiles. North Korea has been ramping up its military tests in recent weeks, firing an intercontinental ballistic missile last week and conducting a nuclear counterattack simulation against the U.S. and South Korea over the weekend. Amphibious assault ship USS Makin Island arrived in South Korea on Wednesday to join the large-scale Sangnyong amphibious landing exercises with South Korean troops. Meanwhile, the death toll from a 6.5 magnitude earthquake that struck northern Afghanistan on Tuesday could double, authorities warned on Wednesday. The quake killed 13 people as of time of reporting, with nearly 300 others injured. The tremors were also felt in parts of Pakistan as well as India.
According to a government official, 9 of the confirmed deaths were reported in the valley region of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in Pakistan, where the trembler flattened and partially damaged several houses. The death toll rose to 4 in Afghanistan, the country's health ministry spokesperson said on Wednesday morning, with a child among the fatalities. At least 50 people were injured in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, in Pakistan, more than 200 injured people were brought to hospitals in the Swat Valley and other areas, said Bilal Faizi, a spokesperson for Pakistan's emergency services. According to the European Mediterranean Seismological Center, tremors were felt in northern India, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Turkmenistan.
And that's the quarter-hour update on News at 5. I'm Douglas Elliott. Thank you for watching.